A teen filmed herself throwing jewelry from her ex in the sewer, and the internet was not impressed. Texas teen Janiah Sanders ended things with her boyfriend in early 2019 when she found out that he was being unfaithful. Infidelity often makes a victim question the sincerity of all aspects of their failed relationship, and Sanders found herself in just this highly emotional situation. The once precious love tokens the boy had lavished her with were now less than worthless in her eyes. In a bid to remove all traces of the cheat from her life, Sanders did something dramatic with this gem-encrusted jewelry. But her attempt at closure opened a floodgate of censure online. Sanders is an attractive 18-year-old woman who lives in Houston, Texas. But a lot of social media users had a problem with her after the teen uploaded an emotional video of her offloading some unwanted gifts. It seemed that Sanders' heartfelt action was dividing the internet. Some people thought that what she did was petty, while others thought that it was perfectly justified. The whole thing started when Sanders and her boyfriend split up in March 2018. According to the Texas teen, the relationship had been sweet to begin with, but as time went on, it all went a bit sour. Speaking to online current affairs site BuzzFeed News, Sanders later hinted that her lover had not been totally loyal. Indeed, she was quoted as saying, "Once we got comfortable, things went left, and there were other girls involved, and I just threw the towel in." But when the couple broke up, Sanders had a bit of baggage left over from the relationship, in the form of some now unwanted jewelry. During the time Sanders and her ex had been romantically involved, he'd given her a diamond ring and necklace. The diamond, a girl's best friend, is seen as a symbol of eternal love. Indeed, Sanders told BuzzFeed News that she viewed these precious items as representing the promise of her man's loyalty and honesty. She even confessed to wearing the ring on the fourth finger of her left hand, where an engagement band is traditionally worn. So the bling must have meant a lot to the young woman before the betrayal. "It was a symbol of his love for me and how much I meant to him," Sanders said. However, once the relationship went wrong, she started to feel very differently about the jewelry. After the split, Sanders claimed that the ring in particular had lost all its meaning and value. Obviously, she felt left down by her man and was reassessing her life. It was clear that Sanders did not want any reminders of him lying around, least of all symbols of their failed love. Consequently, the teen came up with a pretty drastic way to deal with her diamond pieces. What's more, Sanders made a short film of her carrying out her plan of action and tweeted it out there. And it was this 7-second video which went totally viral and ended up creating a Twitter storm. So in order to get over her ex, Sanders decided that she needed to be seen getting rid of the jewelry he'd given her. After all, the sentiment behind these pieces meant nothing to her anymore. But the teenager did not film herself hiding the ring and necklace away in a drawer, taking them to be sold, or dumping them in the trash. No, Sanders had a much more dramatic final destination for her diamonds than that. With her camera phone at the ready, the teenager held the two pieces of jewelry next to a storm drain. The clip next showed Sanders casually tossing the valuable items into the sewer and walking away. The video was embedded with just one word: "Oops." Subsequently, the wronged young woman uploaded the video to Twitter with the caption, "WTF is a promise." And before long, the short film started attracting the attention of the online community. Soon, the vengeance video had been viewed more than 3.5 million times. But if Sanders was expecting exclusively congratulatory comments, she was going to be very disappointed. Indeed, it turned out that not all Twitter users supported the young woman. Plenty of commenters took a pretty negative view of Sanders' behavior and publicly called her out on it. "Definition of petty," tweeted one unimpressed viewer. Meanwhile, others voiced the opinion that the teen should have done something else with the jewelry rather than just junk it. Plenty of social media users said that Sanders was foolish for throwing the gems away. Many made the point that she could have sold them and then bought herself something new. Others suggested that she could have donated the proceeds to charity. And some tweeters accused Sanders of simply trying to bag 15 minutes of internet fame. One skeptic wrote, "Money that you threw in the sewer for some retweets, you could have sold that." Nonetheless, Sanders defended her actions defiantly and bigged up the benefits of ditching the bling. "I knew that once I let go of the ring and necklace, I would know I'm officially done," she answered. "And so I did. It made me feel relieved. I felt better." Furthermore, in response to all the comments berating her for not selling the jewelry, Sanders had something to confess. The teenager admitted to BuzzFeed News that although the ring and neck piece looked like they were made of diamonds, In reality, they were not as precious as they appeared to be. Nevertheless, perhaps without even knowing the ring was not the real thing, there were lots of people who came to Sanders' defense online. Many of them said that they had experienced similar heartache before, so they could understand why she tossed the jewelry. "Money's nice, but giving your soul peace is better," tweeted one sympathetic supporter. Indeed, it turned out that Sanders was not the only person to have jettisoned jewelry from a double-crossing ex. "I threw mine in the trash. It felt good," commented one underneath the BuzzFeed news article. "People can say it's petty all they want, but that moment made me feel like I'm really done. It felt liberating." Another admitted, "I threw my engagement ring out the car window after finding out that my fiancé cheated on me. It was therapeutic." In fact, plenty of women praised Sanders for boldly throwing the jewelry away, with one enthusiastically tweeting, "You go, girl," under the video. And despite the fact that her short clip stirred up a social media frenzy, Sanders kept her cool, even when people were criticizing her for her actions. When internet users wrote negative or insulting things about her for dumping the diamonds, the teen came back with a powerful response. She answered one unapologetically, "Don't get me wrong, I was extremely grateful and thankful for the jewelry, but it no longer means anything when you do me dirty. So no, I'm not sorry." Indeed, Sanders appeared totally unwilling to accept that what she did was in any way petty. Speaking to BuzzFeed News, the teenager gave her final word on the matter. "If there's anybody in my same position and contemplating what to do, go for it," Sanders strongly advised. She continued, "Put yourself first and love yourself first always. And no matter what people say, do what you have to do."